thoughts, now I know.
It's Monday, so it's time for another What Sold video. I'm going to share with you the items that sold for me on eBay and Poshmark last week, the week of June 14th to June 20th. So let's dive right in. The first item I'm going to share with you is this Aztec calendar blanket that I found at the Salvation Army. I think I want to say I paid about $12 for this. Regardless, I was asking $59.94 and I was sent an offer of $45 and I accepted that. So this Aztec blanket will soon be off to a better place. A collector of Aztec items, apparently. The next item I'll show you is this Hawaiian tiki surfer ceramic cup. I did accept an offer on this as well of $16, and I do remember also that this went to Hawaii, so it went back home. And you'll see that a lot of resellers will tell you if you see tiki things, pick them up. They're generally resellable, if you find them at a good price. This is something I would say is a bolo. I would be on the lookout for these vintage plastic like desk organizers. This is one of several that I've sold in my selling career, and this one sold at full asking price of $29.94 free shipping. This particular one was a Max Klein brand, and it was brown, so if I had like an office desk I would have kept it, but I did sell that for full asking price, again $29.94, and I would say definitely be on the lookout for these vintage and decorative desk organizers. This dress I had listed forever and ever. I picked this up when I first started selling clothes, and I would just go in the Salvation Army and literally buy everything that was on the tag sale. So I know I paid 69 cents plus tax for this, and I sold it for $12.94 free shipping. These two books I remember picking up at one of the vendor malls locally. I want to say I paid $25 for the pair of them, and I accepted an offer for $50 on both of them. It ended up only costing me around $4 or $5 to ship them because they did go media mail, and I just think that these books are like way super cool. 1887, just full of pictures of really cool voyages and travels, but just really the covers. This is what I look for when I look for antique or collectible books. I look for these colors. I look for this kind of style of writing. It's pretty desirable. And then obviously the content is important as well when it comes to books. So yeah, $50, best offer accepted. This lamp I bought at an American Rescue Worker a while back. I think I paid $2 for it. If I can remember, I'll let you know, but I think it was $2. I did accept an offer on this for $31.95, so just a little bit of a discount for the buyer, and that would include shipping as well. So this was just your basic desk lamp, but it had this huge magnifying piece on top of it. $31.95 that sold for. Then we have this outfit. I had this for a long time as well. $14.94. I sold this at full price, full asking price. This little outfit, and as you can see, this is an old listing. My pictures aren't very great, so over time it improves. Definitely your abilities do improve. This pair of shelf brackets, which I got in a box full of etc., I would call it. It was like a bunch of different shelf brackets, table legs, salvage pieces from furniture, and all that kind of stuff. I paid $25 for the entire box at a yard sale. This was one of the sets of shelf brackets I sold for $49.94, and so I've already made my money back on that box, and then I've already sold a bunch of other items from it as well, so that was a good pickup. But these I just thought were just so pretty. I would use them in my own house, but I'm really trying to just to declutter and get rid of as many things. If it comes in, it goes out, or if I keep something, I let something else go. Anyway, long story short, this dress sold for $12.94. Oh, I'm sorry, $10.35. Okay, weird. $10.35 was the offer from the buyer. I accepted that. It cost me $3 to ship it, and so I still ended up making money because, again, this is one of those way older. I don't really sell clothes on eBay anymore, so this is an older item that I bought when I first started selling clothes on eBay. I've had it for a long time. This was something that was a little bit surprising, and I ended up accepting an offer for this book for $105. So I was asking $150. The buyer sent me an offer of $105, and I accepted. I picked up this Lamborghini Countach book at one of the vendor malls locally for $2, and I actually got this book and a Ferrari Testarossa, anyway, a car buff would know, but the Ferrari book sold for around $50, and this one sold for $105, even with a rip on one of the pages. All right, so that was it for eBay, which actually wasn't too bad for last week. It seems like at the beginning of the week, I'm always like, oh, I'm not gonna have very much to do for my what sold video, and then toward the end of the week, most of my sales come in, so that seems to be so far the trend. On Poshmark last week, I sold these vintage gems 12 karat gold filled monograms earring set. They had like little gothic type calligraphy letter E on the earrings and the necklace. The buyer paid $15 and got free shipping, so I made $4.89 on those. Next was this Nautica striped orange and white skirt. This Nautica skirt sold for $15, free shipping, so I made $4.89. And I would say always be picking up like boating and summery nautical type clothing. That style seems to sell for me pretty well. This fossil bag I had for a little while. It sold for $16. The buyer paid the shipping, so I made $12.80 on the fossil bag. This vintage Southwestern belt with the silver belt buckle sold for $8. And oh yeah, okay, so I offered a shipping discount of $2.12, so the buyer paid like $5 shipping, and I made $2.93 on the belt. This haberdashery shirt also sold on Poshmark, $15 free shipping, $4.89 was my profit. This is one of those vintage button-up shirts that I got in that huge lot of similar shirts, and then the wool skirts. Anyway, this belt sold for $15, free shipping. I got $4.89 out of it. It was a little bit damaged, like the leather was kind of peeling off around the edges and stuff, but I thought this was a really cool 80s belt. This Pepsi hat sold for $15, and the buyer paid the shipping, so I made $12, and you guys saw me pick this up at the the American Rescue Worker for, I think it was like $2, so I made $10 on this Pepsi hat. Woohoo! And then last but not least, last week I sold this vintage Sears blush pink 2-piece pajama set, and while I was packaging this, I was reminiscing on how frigging soft this set was. So this was, whoever this is going to is going to have some really comfortable sleep for $17. They paid the shipping. I made $13.60 on that outfit. So that's it. That's everything that sold for me on eBay and Poshmark for the week of June 14th to June 20th.
Don't forget to like and
subscribe.
subscribe.